Hello, happy day. Welcome back. Dr. Amy here, founder of the Free Range Mama Project. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, I'm so glad you are here. I would love for you to hit the subscribe button, come along on this journey with me, and also make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notifications when we release 2 videos a week. We've got amazing things coming. We have amazing things that are already out for you. My goal, my hope, my mission is to support women, to bring them alongside me, for me to come alongside you on this amazing journey of motherhood, everything from conception all the way through raising a healthy baby. So today video is going to be about formula, and I want to start out by saying that I personally did everything I could to breastfeed. We did breastfeeding for a very short amount of time. We struggled, and I talked about this in my increasing milk supply video. But we did supplement, and I did do pumped milk, and I did do donor milk. So I did all of the things. One of the things I want to say specifically, though, and the reason I mention that is because an infant's immune system really starts to kick in and mature around 3 months of age. And I say that because that's roughly the time that the cell-mediated immunity really starts to develop, which is important for fighting off bacteria and viruses. So if you can breastfeed, for years, awesome. If it's a matter of you fighting through it, do your best to get through that first 3 months. That makes a big difference in your child's health. If it's pumping, give what you can to your child. If you do donor milk, that's totally fine as well. But breastfeeding, if you are able to, is always the better option, so you give it from your child. So in the conversation of formula, I personally had to supplement. Like I said, we did breastfeeding, we did pumping, we did donor milk, and then we supplemented. If you are using formula, whether that be for supplementation or whether that be as the child's primary source of nutrition, hear me when I say this, it is so stinking crucial that you pick wisely and that you pick intentionally, because there is so much crud in our formulas here in the United States that is mind-boggling and mind-blowing that is even allowed to be in our formulas and given to our children. So please pick one intentionally. Please do your research, because it's going to be the child's primary source of nutrition for maybe the first 6 months or more. So pick wisely. So when we're talking about picking wisely, be super ninja-like at reading ingredients. When you're looking at ingredients, know that it is listed in order of what it has the most of. So if the very first ingredient is water and the second one is sugar, know that there's quite a bit of those things. With that being said, the ingredients that I would always try and avoid or minimize as much as possible, sugar would be one of them. The second one would be high fructose corn syrup. The third one would be rapeseed oil. Rapeseed is also another word for canola oil. Corn maltodextrin, soy-based corn syrup solids. And then the last one is a tough one. I say oils in general. And the reason I say minimize as much as possible, because in my digging and my research, I have yet to find an amazing formula that has no bad oils. I've had a couple that will have coconut, which I'm like, heck yeah, that's awesome. And then it'll also have rapeseed, which is canola. I'm like, you took the good of the good and the bad of the bad and you put them together. So maybe this is something I'll do in the future and create my own formula. But for right now, I've yet to find a formula that just has coconut oil or just has olive oil or just has avocado oil. They usually have a mix or a blend of multiple vegetable oils. So with that being said, try and avoid the oils as much as possible. So the other thing too, and I'm going to post a link in the description below for this, but there was a study that they did, I believe it was a study in the UK on heavy metals that they found in formula, and aluminum being highly concentrated in formula, and it listed out specific formulas that had the highest concentration. So I'm going to post that in the link below, because again, that is mind-boggling that we have aluminum in our formulas. So I also want to give you guys a good, better, and best option. I would say good, and starting out with this, I would personally avoid brands like Similac, Enfamil, Gerber. There's a ton of fillers, and a lot of the ingredients I mentioned, they have those as well as other carcinogenic ingredients as well as chemicals. So I would avoid those 3 brands. If you have a kiddo that has sensitivities, because I know that those brands offer sensitive versions, I would avoid cow milk altogether. And so I'll give you that as a next recommendation. But the ones that I'm going to give you under the good category are cow milk based. Now, I say good category because typically I find that babies struggle more with cow milk. But if you are going to do a cow milk, I would recommend looking at Organics Happy Baby, Earth's Best Organic, Kendamil, so that's Kendamil, or Luluka, so it's Loulouka. Both of those are European formulas. They're non-GMO. They're made with grass-fed cows. They do have rapeseed oil, which again is not a great option, but this is why I say it's a good option and not a better and a best. The problem with U.S. formulas is there's not that many great tight regulations on them, and the European formulas, they're much more tightly regulated. So that's why I recommend those two under the good category. As far as a better option, we liked doing Holle. So we did Holle, Holle. It's a German formula. The box actually comes in German, so you'll have to get the reference and the ingredients. Other websites have it, but we ordered it from Germany. Holle was a great option. It's a goat milk, so we chose to do goat milk to avoid the cow's milk. It's easier for the digestive tract to break down. We also did Cabrita. Cabrita is also a goat milk, and it is they use soybean oil. So again, not perfect, but those are better options doing goat instead of cow. I've had a ton of kiddos in my office that struggled with gut issues, with acid reflux, with skin rashes, with eczema, cradle cap, and with changing out and reducing and minimizing the dairy. All of those things got better. So if your child is struggling with those, I would look at doing a goat milk. The last one, and really the best option outside of donor milk and breastfeeding, is going to be a homemade formula. Now, if you have the ability to make it, you have the means, you have help, maybe you yourself have, all the extra time in the world as a mama, homemade is a great option and the best option of them all. So I'm going to post a couple links below for recipes for homemade, or even what they would call a kit, where you can purchase it from a company and you've got, the 12 ingredients and then you just put them together. So I'll post those links below so you have a couple different options. Again, I hope this was helpful. I've said this in the past, but a fed baby is the best baby. But please, with that being said, please make sure that you're giving them the best that you can find, the best that you can provide, because without that breast milk, we've got to be able to reduce the toxicity load and reduce all of these other not great ingredients that are allowed in our formulas. So bless you guys. If you have questions, comment below. Share this with a friend, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you.